A long ridge, an industrial site and a wetland park. We're hiking the 200-kilometre Kunpeng Trail in Shenzhen, right here on Drone and Phone.
So this is the official start of the Kunpeng Trail right here. Jack, what are we actually going to be doing today?
Today we're going to do two sessions. The first session is about 8K with 450 meters of elevation. The second session is about 11K, but it's a much lower elevation.
Kind of up and down along.
Up and down, that's going to be just 100 or 200.
Let's get going.
Opened in 2024 and stretching just over 200 kilometres across the city's green spine, the Kunpeng Trail is Shenzhen's longest and most iconic hiking route. Named after the mythical Kun, a colossal sea fish, and Peng, a magnificent bird, the trail offers a real challenge for visiting and local hikers alike. Spanning 20 diverse segments that link 10 major mountains, 20 country parks and numerous reservoirs, it gives a very different experience of one of China's major cities. We have divided into 10 episodes, each starting and finishing at a road you can get out of. For this episode, we start at the Bao'an Talent Forest Park, not far from the airport.
Half an hour, yeah.
30 minutes from Lok Ma Chau. So we have finally got to the start. Now we took a MTR. In our case, you can go up to Shenzhen Bay, but we went up to the Lok Ma Chau crossing, went across to Futian, and it was about half an hour in a taxi to the start point, which is where we are here. And we're about to set off. There's a lovely big square, as you can see behind us, and a fitting start to what will be 200 kilometres right the way across Shenzhen's most scenic mountains. There is a bit of a false start to this trail, as it officially does not begin until you climbed up through a temple to the top of the ridge.
So we've made it to the temple. First point, it looks like there's a viewpoint over there. We're going to go have a look. Well, we've been going about 20 minutes so far. It's all uphill on steps. Not particularly difficult, but a lot of people as well. We're joining, and we're not on a weekend, so if you come on a weekend, expect some crowds. There are places you can get snacks though, which is good, so you can carry less. Anyway, we'll see how things open up as we go.
The temple is worth a quick look, and here you will lose many of the other hikers who have been on the trail up to this point. Look for signs at the back of the temple for the path that leads to the official start of the trail.
So we've just gone through the temple, and things have quietened down considerably as we've come up. We're still on concrete steps, but we seem to have lost the crowds at the temple. Not sure how far we've climbed. What do you think we've climbed?
2.5K.
We've done about 2.5K, so it's a long way to go.
After a climb up to around 300 metres, you will get to the starting point and begin an undulating ridge walk that occasionally opens up with views across the city.
I'm not sure how much of this you're going to see, but my estimation is that we're going to be going along this ridge over here, and then we're going to go down to this reservoir along here, and then for the rest of the day we'll be tracing that reservoir around to the end. Can I confirm that, Jack?
No, I have to do the fact check. Every time he's talking about the route, I have to double check. Especially that. I'm not sure that's actually a reservoir.
Generally, the signage is pretty clear throughout the trail, but for non-Chinese readers, it helps to get a handle on the characters at the start, as it is not always printed in English.
Okay, there's a little bit of a confusion here, because in English it doesn't say Kunpeng Trail on there, but I believe it does in Chinese. So
yeah,
what are we looking for, Jay?
The top corner on the plate is showing Kunpeng Jing.
Yeah.
first station, so you just need to memorize the 3-letter Kunpeng on the top left corner.
The first 7 kilometres is through the ridgeline and mainly shaded from the forest.
Well, since we've come off the steps and onto the main trail, it's been really pleasant. We haven't really seen anyone so far, and we're going through, as you can see here, these kind of woods along a ridge. Not too much up and down, though we're going through a bit of a climb as I'm speaking right now, but fairly gentle. Yeah, it's nice. Views on either side, though, it's a bit smoggy today, but I'm presuming on a nice clear day you're going to see for miles. So much like the trails in Hong Kong, we have markers every 500 meters, just kind of indicating where we are and reassuring us that we're on the right trail. Now, it's important to note that you need to know the end point of the section, the name of the end point in English. We did say before you can learn how to read the sign, the Chinese characters, but here we've got junction of Zhoushu Road and Kai Hui Road. So that is the direction. It's very good. There's lots of signposts. It's very easy to navigate. You probably don't need a GPS or whatever when you're here, but it's always good to have just in case you go off trail. But so far, very clear, very pleasant. So while Jack is trying to figure out up there which way to go with his GPS, I just told him just walk down. Look, there's a signpost. Signposts everywhere. You don't need your GPS. Signposts everywhere, Jack. You don't need your GPS.
So here is where you turn. So if I didn't find out, DJ will just go straight. But luckily, I found out, and we're going on the right path.
How did you find out, Jack? He's going the wrong way. It says it points it over that way. That's why I never follow him.
Passing lychee garden, or say lychee farm. We are going towards the end of the first session. In about 5 seconds, I will show you the view.
How is it, Jack?
Fantastic. After a small walk, nice break in the noontime, proper food, another 11k to go.
After a short section through an urban village where there are restaurants where you can eat and get supplies, you cross a main road and enter a reservoir park where you will hike for around 6 kilometres.
So this is really quite a pleasant surprise. We weren't expecting this. We knew we were going to be going close to water, but this part at least is along a boardwalk that you can see, very flat, beautiful lakes and trees and stuff all around us, and very easy walking as well. So something nice to break up the hills that we've just gone down. A bit of a flat stretch.
The trail takes you away from the water after about 3 kilometres, but you stay within the park.
So we have come off the boardwalk, which was very pleasant, along the water, and we've now come up into the woods. We're doing a bit of up and down on a fairly easy path, but we are away from the clouds again, which is nice as we go past all of the signage. As I said, the signage along here has been absolutely fantastic. I don't remember doing a trail that is so well signposted. Here we go, good example.
The final 5 kilometres takes you along roads and back into short sections of path with a fair bit of short up and down towards the end.
So I've got to say, this is proving to be a bit of a disappointing finish to our hike, in that we're basically just on roads inside. It's quite pleasant. It's not really busy. We've got kids running past us here, but it is very much just sort of walking in suburban Shenzhen.
To understand the signage, you need to know the name of the place where the section ends, and this is what will be labelled on the sign rather than the name of the trail. The signs also give a distance to that place, which is useful.
Well, I've got 21k on my watch, which normally overcooks it a bit. It should be 20k. How's it been for you, Jack?
The first part was too much steps to me, but it's clean, right? The second part is nice. I like it.
It sort of alternates between being very nice and then being a little bit urban at points as you sort of navigate between the nice stretches. But yeah, overall we've seen something of Shenzhen we've not seen before.
Yeah.
A few surprises, particularly the wetlands, which was very nice.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that park is surprise.
We'd recommend it. Now we're going to be doing the whole of the Kunpeng Trail. If you want to see it, make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and also have a look at our website for lots more adventures on droneandphone.com.
I can list it down, yeah?
He never does. For now, my name's DJ.
I'm Jack.
And we're back on the road, and this is Drone and Phone.